Drugs have caused a negative effect in today's society. Unfortunately, it has also moved into the to lives of the professional athletes. Numbers will continue to increase as, quote, more than 1.81% of athletes tested by the world's anti-doping agency had overdosed on drugs, according to Scottsdale Recovery Center. Drug testing in professional sports must be required in order to keep athletes healthy and true to the sport. As athletes are considered the best, they should be able to perform without taking drugs. Therefore, drug testing is necessary and should not be a problem, considering that athletes' jobs are professional. I personally have watched professional sports all my life, and it's always disappointing watching or seeing how many athletes are banned from the sport while using the drugs. Professional sports set an example to the world, and they show how they really are. And it's disappointing when drugs really affect one's life. I believe there are three main points that everyone should know about drug testing. Drug testing, A, helps maintain drug-free sports. B, reduces the unfairness in the sports. And C, regulates the health risk for the athletes. Now I will take you through how drug testing helps maintain drug-free sports. Drug testing. To start off, drug testing is a great way to keep professionals from consuming illegal drugs during the sport. Drug testing and strict rules also motivate the athletes to perform better and build their strength without using drugs. According to Scottsdale Recovery Center, through doping tests, it is possible to determine whether or not an athlete takes illegal drugs, after which sports authorities can charge a culprit with bans and fines. These bans and fines, they could be really risky, and they cost a lot. So many athletes prefer not to be using drugs with the fear of these fines and bans. Drugs can also cause a financial issue, as an article called Drug Testing from Gale states that a survey from the United States National Institute on Drug Abuse estimated that employee drug misuse costs the country billions in lost productivity. Another reason why drug testing must be required is because it reduces the unfair advantage over other athletes. Drug performance and illegal drugs are proven to obtain body muscle and help have a better performance. An article from Gale, performance enhancing drugs, noted that drugs increase energy and reduce muscle damage, allowing athletes to train harder and more frequently with faster recovery. That means athletes using the drugs get training 2 times as much as other athletes, which is really unfair. Also, in addition to the unfairness, it also makes the sport looks bad. When quote when an athlete's when an athlete consumes steroids to enhance their performance through illegal means, it raises a question on the integrity and reputation of the game, as Scottsdale Recovery Center says. I also have a drawing where it's a little drawing that I made myself. It says the number one is anabolic steroids. It just means that steroids will always be adverse. The number one, if we don't reduce the drug use, then we should increase more of the drug testing. Another reason why drug testing would be great to continue and move along would be because it helps regulate the health risks for athletes. It could also, in the long run, it could also lead to death and have long-term effects on the athletes. According to Scottsdale Recovery Center, they say while steroids build muscle and help professionals temporarily enhance their strength and performance, it is extremely helpful to their health in the long run, or extremely harmful to their health in the long run. These long-term damages can end their career, even end their lives. Also, athletes become addicted, and they also denying any help from counseling from their family members. Quote, as testing methods become more advanced, athletes have uncovered innovative techniques to avoid the detection of illegal drugs, which is a risk to their life, according to Scottsdale Recovery Center. And also an article from Anabolic Steroid Use claims that excessive use causes a harmful disturbance of the body's normal hormone levels and body chemistry. The drugs ultimately affect the physical and mental health of one another. Drug testing in professional sports is necessary and should increase its laws to prevent the drugs in the sports industry. Today I have discussed on how drug testing helps maintain drug-free sports, and B, reduces the unfairness in the sports, and C, how it regulates the health risk in the professional athlete's life. Drugs has always been a hard fight. However, we as a society, we should increase in counseling. We should increase counseling and request more rehab centers for those in need. Drugs can be prevented. Therefore, drug testing should stay and increase its laws. Thank you.